One of the big questions everyone wants to ask, or has, I should say, is how do I become visible to the news media? Well, one of the most important points I want to make is how few resources news people and the news media really have today. These are very tough times for journalism, but they could potentially be very good news and good times for you. Here's a little context. The advent of digital advertising took all the money away, and most television stations and networks, while still really good businesses to be in and still quite profitable, have endured a decade or more of severe budget cuts, downsizing, and layoffs. And that's coming at a time when there is a lot going on. So what this means is that while demand for news is increasing, all the newsrooms have to do a lot more with less, both to try to make up some lost ground in their businesses and also to stay competitive. The result is something called the 24-hour news cycle, which is about being on somewhere all the time and reporting when there is nothing new to report even, which is one of the characteristics of the 24-hour news cycle. Many journalists are now working on their own, shooting with an iPhone and cutting on a laptop. And even if they have production support, everyone is posting on 3 to 5 platforms a day besides reporting the story they are assigned. What this means is most journalists have less time than ever to report your story. So it follows that if you can make it easier for the journalists, who are more stressed and under pressure than ever, to cover your story, the more likely it will be they will cover it. And even better than that, come to see you as a go-to expert in your field whenever your story comes up. Now, something to recognize, of course, is that very few journalists are specialists anymore. Most are generalists and are expected to be instant experts in your topic when they are assigned to cover your story. And of course, who is the expert? You are the expert. And if you can express your story, initiative, idea, project in ways that make sense to journalists and what they're trying to achieve competitively in the market, and by that I mean the very tough competitive market of the TV business, you've got a good chance of not only getting regular coverage of your issue, but also being seen as an expert that newsrooms will come back to again and again and again when there is news about your topic.